What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about ultimately when the auction house is finally going to crash in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Because now at the time I'm recording this, we know what content's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's we're getting, the Jokic content. And it's a fine content drop, but it's not endgame content. This is the content we are getting tomorrow. Again, it's a fine content drop, but it's not, endgame and Invincible packs. Now with that, we could see, like the super packs, we could be guaranteed a GOAT topper, which is going to just continue to, push the auction house down as it has since Tuesday. But the auction house is still not super cheap. And people are probably wondering, Ty, when are these GOAT and Invincible cards going to be like they once were? You go back to old 2Ks and it's one of those things, in old 2Ks when endgame packs came out, that's when things really got crazy. So whenever they drop like the endgame packs, I think that's when we're really going to see the auction house crash in a big time way. But until then, even if yes, we do get these GOAT super or GOAT toppers, I still expect the auction house to be somewhat expensive. And as long as 2K isn't introducing new cards with this event, the auction house is not going to crash in a big time way. Now, you're going to see these cards steadily go down in price. Tomorrow, I'll be intrigued to see, are the packs guaranteed a GOAT card? If they are, the GOAT cards that come out tomorrow shouldn't be super expensive. If they're not, it should be a GOAT/Invincible. And even at that, the packs aren't worth opening. But at this stage, all we're really waiting on is for the Invincible endgame packs. And I'd even argue the Invincibles are kind of interesting more than the endgames, because if you look at the price of some of these Invincibles, these cards are crazy high in price. You're looking at Chris Bosh, Giannis, even Draymond, Chris Webber. These are cards that, yes, they're good, but in my opinion, they're not as good as GOAT cards, and they're still super expensive. So, yes, the prices of these cards are steadily going to go down with super packs, with new packs coming out. But at the end of the day, until those endgame and Invincible packs come out, you're not going to see the auction house crash. Now, when those packs come out, I want you guys to be prepared, because when those packs come out, all of these prices are going to crash. A lot of these cards are going to be a buy now. You're going to see Oscar a buy now. You're going to see MJ be a buy now. You're going to see Penny be a buy now. You're going to see Steph be a buy now. You're going to see a lot of these cards be a buy now. A lot of these cards are going to be closer to 100K than, zero. And then you're going to see guys like Yao, guys like Wemby, guys that are still over that 100,000 MT mark. So I don't want you to think, when Invincible packs come out, Giannis is going to be 20K. No, these cards are still going to be somewhat expensive, but at the end of the day, that is when you're going to see the ultimate crash. Now, there are some people out there, and I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it on X, that don't think endgame and Invincible packs are going to come out, and it's interesting. I think this, right? We have 14 days left of this season. I think heading into next season, season 9, is when you are going to ultimately see those endgame and Invincible packs. And I think that's going to be basically, that's when, the end of this year is going to come to an end, I should say. Once those Invincible endgame, packs are out, that's when things are ultimately going to get crazy. But yeah, that's just kind of my approach to things. Right now, am I selling? Am I buying? I'm just kind of holding pat on my no money spent. I'm kind of being patient because, again, the only thing, and I'm kind of in this weird position, the only thing that would really upgrade my squad are those GOAT and Invincible cards, and those are the cards right now that are really expensive. And so if your squad's in a spot like mine, I would encourage you guys to kind of stay patient and just use the cards you're having fun with. Now, again, to upgrade your squad from this to the next level, it's going to take a lot of MT right now. It's not easy to do. Even a Galaxy Opal Wemby is still pretty high in price. Now, again, on my main account, I've got some really good cards, but I'm not spending all of my MT. But at the end of the day, at this stage of the game, you don't need any more than like 1 million or 2 million MT to get the card you're ultimately going to want. And so that's kind of something that I would encourage you guys to do, is if you are in the position where you have 5-6 million MT, you can spend a little and still be fine. Yes, the auction house is going to eventually crash, but the way I look at it is it's going to crash in 2 weeks, right? And then from those 2 weeks till the end of the game, look, 2K26 is going to be here, right? So if you want to start spending your MT, I can't blame you at all. The auction house has crashed a little bit from the Tuesday guaranteed GOAT cards, but it is still fairly high. And kind of over the past, 3 months, we've just seen that slow decline, but we haven't seen a massive crash. And honestly, until endgame Invincible packs come out, it's going to be the kind of the thing that is going on right now. And so that's just kind of where we're at. Endgame and Invincible packs are eventually going to come out, but it is just kind of a matter of time before we see them. I think, 2 weeks from now is when we ultimately are going to see them. It could be 10 days from now. It could be 17 days from now. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, one thing I keep coming back to is 2K26 is coming out earlier in the season, or like in August. Normally it's early September. It's coming out in late August if you do, pre-order, either of the two more expensive versions. And I will always come back to, endgame packs, I think, normally come out earlier comparatively, to what it's going to be this year, just because of that, early drop from 2K side of things. You go back to last year, the last day we saw content was August 2nd, okay? And then I think that following, content drop, we saw endgame Invincible packs. I think it was the Tuesday. This year we're on pace, I think, to probably get super packs either on August 5th or August 8th. And when I say that, I'm talking more specifically about the endgame and Invincible packs. So those are kind of the 2 dates that I would keep in the back of your minds if you are wanting that big time auction house crash. For now, have fun with the game. If you're having fun with it, that's fine. Try not to spend a ton of money on the game. At this stage, it's ultimately not worth it. Remember, we are getting so close to a 2K26. At the end of the day, you're investing in a game that you're going to see endgame Invincible packs in a week and a half, 2 weeks anyways. And from that point moving forward, cards are going to go down in price, and you're going to be able to get basically all the cards you want for super cheap, outside of the Yaos, outside of the Wembies, outside of those couple of guys. So that's just kind of my prediction for kind of the next 2 weeks on, of this game. Obviously, new content coming tomorrow. Watch my video breaking down all of it. It's up on the channel. It is what it is. We're probably going to see a new event come tomorrow as well, which is fine. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, guys. We're not getting a whole ton of, new challenges, new content. Tomorrow, you're going to have a new 10 box. I can't hate on that, but as far as like new things added into the game, they're really milking the events. That's kind of what 2K has decided to do. And hey, I can't blame them because they know people are going to still continue to spend a ton of money on this game. Don't ask me why, but people are going to continue to do so. So that's going to wrap it up for my video today. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.